Okay, there is good news and bad news if you are trying to finance a home right now. Next, tips for the buyers and the sellers.
Some increases lately. Mortgage rates are still very low in historic terms. That's good news not only for home buyers, but people looking to refinance. This is Pete Lansing. He's the founder and CEO of Universal Lending here in Colorado. Thanks for coming in.
Nice to see you.
Mortgage rate of a borrower and what they qualify for can really determine what kind of home that they're going to eventually purchase, right? It's a critical thing.
Absolutely. And interest rates, as they go up, you have less buying power. So a lot of people are getting into the home buying process right now because of the low interest rates.
30-year fixed mortgages, you were just telling me earlier today, on average they're coming in at about 4.1% here in the metro area.
Correct.
That depends on a lot of different factors, obviously. But crystal ball it just a little bit for me. Where do you think they will go in the short term here, maybe in the next 3 months?
You know, with the demand, first of all, Greg, of housing, and obviously the government can't continue to be supplying financing for all of America. So they're pulling out and letting it go back to the regular method of financing. We're going to see interest rates go up. It's inevitable.
Any idea how much they might go up?
You know, they're saying 4.5. That would be terrific if it stayed there.
Right.
Other people are saying it's 5.5.
Some stats just came out recently that shows about 6.5 million mortgage borrowers could qualify for and benefit from refinancing and save a bunch of money. Why aren't people jumping into refi right now?
The biggest deal is the higher regulations that we have, the harder it is to qualify. People know that it is more difficult to get a mortgage loan than what it once was, and they're not jumping in because it's just harder to get a mortgage loan. We have to ask for more paperwork. There's more regulations. If they take the time and the energy to do it, their savings is enormous.
Well, it could be, and it could be worth the effort here.
Right.
So just kind of run through it real quickly. What are the most important things we need to know before we jump into refinancing? It's not for everybody.
Right. So FICO score is extremely important, and it tells us what interest rate we're going to need to charge.
Yeah.
Also, job stability, that's extremely important. And then down payment. The more down payment that you put on for a home, the better off you're going to be. But still, people are getting a lot of loan at 3.5% down.
And you really have to determine how long you're going to stay in the home and whether it makes sense and where you can repay back those upfront costs and how much you'll save in the long run.
Absolutely. Right? I just still suggest that if you're not going to stay in a home 3 to 5 years, it probably isn't the thing for you right now. Maybe you should stay as a tenant. Ooh, but people hate that.
Yeah. Some people
and they're really ready to get and move into housing.
It's hard, you know, sometimes
That's right.
to be the rentor.
Yep.
All right, Pete, thanks so much. We appreciate it. Kim, could pay to do your homework.
Yes, it does.